Welcome to My Zone Online School. My name is Teacher Mutsa. Get your education booklet in our daily newspaper, street sales, or at your school every Monday to Thursday for pre-primary up until grade 3. The lessons are for listening or watching online. Inside the newspapers, there is an insert of the lesson booklet. Please cut the top of the lesson booklet with a pair of scissors and fold it for ready to use. But there is more. We are also available on our online platforms, MyZone and Zoshi Facebook pages, and in addition, our website, Zoshi Online.
Good day, boys and girls. Welcome to My Zone Online School. My name is Teacher Hartung, and our theme this week is the seasons and the sky and saving energy. Now, everyone, before we start our lesson, let's sanitize. Sanitizing is very important, everyone, because it keeps our hands clean and free from germs. Now let's see what today's lesson is going to be all about. Today we'll do quantifiers, demonstrative pronouns, and problem solving. Let's start this part of our lesson on page 9. Now here on page 9, we are going to do quantifiers. Now let's quickly look at the instructions there. So in the blue block, it says when we use a little or a few, and then it shows us how to use the words a little or a few. A little is used for uncountable nouns and a few is used for countable nouns. And then in the yellow block it says, when do we use much or many? Much is used for uncountable nouns and many is used for countable nouns. All right. And then at the bottom you will see some examples. Now let's quickly look at in the green block. There it says, when do we use some or any? Some is used for an affirmative sentence, and this can be countable and uncountable nouns. And the word any is used in a question and negative sentences, countable and uncountable nouns. So you can then say there is some cheese or there isn't any cheese, which is then a negative sentence, or it can also be used in a question. Now everyone, let's see what we have to do. It says there that you have to choose the correct quantifier to complete the sentence. So you have to use a little, a few, much, many, some, or any. Now let's quickly look at the first sentence. The first sentence reads, we need a blank space, eggs to make the dough. Now do we know how many eggs we need to make the dough? It doesn't tell us in the sentence how many eggs we need. All right. So which quantifier do you think we can use here? On the board I wrote the sentence, so let's see. On the board it says, we need some eggs to make the dough. Because we don't really know how many eggs we need. So we use the word some. Let's look at number 2. Number 2 reads, my brother is overweight because he eats too much junk food. You see, so that is now the quantifier that we use because we know that he eats too much junk food. That is why he is overweight. Now everyone, if you are not sure which quantifier to use, you can always go back to the top of the page and you can look at those examples. Now remember, make sure you understand which quantifier to use when we look at countable and which ones to use for uncountable nouns. All right, now I want you to try and finish or complete all the other sentences. Now remember once again, if you are not sure, just go back to the top of the page and read through your examples. All right, I'm going to leave you to try and finish it. So I will see you after this break.
Follow us on MyZone Facebook Active Kids to watch your daily lesson and other fun activities with Zoe and Zoshi.
Let's start this part of our lesson on page 10. Now here we are doing demonstrative pronouns. And the pronouns or demonstrative pronouns that we are looking at today are the words this, that, these, and those. Now it says here that you have to choose and write the correct demonstrative pronoun to complete the sentence. Now let's quickly look at the example before we do one together. The example says, I can tell, and then you will see there you have 2 words in brackets. Is it that or those? You worked very hard. So there you will see the right word to fill in there is that I can tell that you worked very hard. So you just have to look at the words in brackets and then you have to decide which word fits best to complete the sentence. Now let's quickly look at number 1. I wrote the sentence on the board, so let's quickly do it together. Now number 1 on the board reads, will, all, that, or these. All right, so we are still on the page. Let's quickly turn our attention and then we see. Number 1, will all these people attend the ceremony? Okay, now remember boys and girls, the words we have in brackets there are the words that and these. Now let's quickly try the sentence with the word that. Will all that people attend this ceremony? Does it sound right? No, it doesn't. But when we say, will all these people attend the ceremony? Now we know that it sounds right and that the word these is the correct demonstrative pronoun. Now boys and girls, before I leave you to try and finish all the other sentences, let's quickly turn our booklets to page 11. Now here on page 11, we are doing problem solving. And we are quickly going to solve the first problem together. Let's read through the first one. It says here, during practice, Tom used 28 tennis balls for each drill. If he runs 4 different drills at the same time, how many tennis balls will he need? Let's quickly read it one more time. During practice, Tom used 28 tennis balls for each drill. Now, if he runs 4 different drills at the same time, how many tennis balls will he need? Now here, you have to try and solve the problem. On the board I wrote the sum, so let's see. Remember, 28 tennis balls for 4 drills. All right, now it means 4 drills, so 28 must now be multiplied by 4. So we say 28 times 4. Now you will see the sum is done. So let's see how we got to this answer. So you start by saying 8 times 4. Can you see 8 times 4? And the answer there is 32. And remember, boys and girls, we write our units and then we carry over our tens. All right, now we go further and we say 2 times 4. Our tens, so you see here 2 times 4, and 2 times 4 is equal to 8. But we shouldn't forget about our 3 on top here. So now we say 8 plus 3 is equal to 11. So now you will see that the answer for 28 times 4 is 112. Now everyone, I want you to try and do all the other problem sums on your own. Now remember, if you have a problem, you can always ask a grown-up for help. And also remember, boys and girls, when you do your problem solving sums, make sure that you read your problems carefully. And if you don't understand it the first time, you can always read it for a second or even a third time. All right, everyone, I hope you will have fun finishing all your activities, because I will now quickly take a break. So we'll see you after the ad break.
Do you have children in the age range of 5 to 6 years and want to participate in our school booklet program? Please contact us on 081 74 3759 and we will put you on our distribution list for the attention of pre-primary schools. Topics include family, summer, culture, traditions and houses, transport and communications, occupations, autumn and more. We distribute countrywide in over 10 different languages.
We came to the end of our lesson for today, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us today. Now, boys and girls, before we go, we need to sanitize. Now, let's make sure we put enough sanitizer on our hands, and then we rub it in, around our hands, between our fingers, and done. Now, boys and girls, before we go home, I invited my friend Zoshi to come along and say goodbye with me. Oh, hi Zoshi, there you are. Welcome. Now, boys and girls, now that Zoshi is here, we are going to take a walk after this. So, we want you to stay safe and goodbye.
Our online school will help you along the way. Find us at www.zoshi.online and download the booklet. Follow us on Facebook to never miss a video. Subscribe to our Zoshi Telegram channel if you want to receive daily updates. Proudly sponsored by the Ministry of Education, Arts and Culture, Namibian Community Trust, UNICEF, My Zone Online School, Amos Meerkat Syllabus, and Capricorn Foundation.